Amber and I are going to DC in just a couple days, and so we are, or at least I am right now, just kind of having this frantic brain of everything that has to get done to get things ready for Warren. I mean, he's completely capable of taking care of everybody, but just there's a few things that I want to get done and ready before we go to make meals and snacks a lot easier for him. Hello, Joseph.
Hello.
And we are also trying to do school here today, and I'm doing laundry, and Emily is home, and so she's been just doing a ton of wedding planning and buying today. But between all of that, my brain, yes, she's at the house. My brain is absolutely swimming in things I have to do, and I thought, you know what, this would be a fun rest of the day to take you guys along. Maybe we'll vlog a couple days here as we're getting ready to go to DC. So here's what's happening right now. It's 1 o'clock. We just had lunch, and you're going to see in one of my videos that I made a great big venison roast, and I put it into this like onion au jus sauce. We ate up all the meat between supper and lunch. That was 4 pounds. It was so good, and I just cannot bring myself to dump this out because it tastes it tastes so good. And I thought, you know what, I have some carrots. This is full of onions. Whoa.
No, I don't.
Okay, and I have a whole bunch of soup bones here. These are beef soup bones. I have no idea what I'm going to find when I unwrap these as far as if they're meaty or if they're more just bony. But anyways, I thought I'm going to cook these up. We're going to put whatever meat comes off of those, I'm going to put it all in here, add some potatoes, add the carrots, probably add some peas, and we're going to have soup. So I think that that sounds like a good idea. How about you, Em?
Yes, that sounds delicious. And I guess my question is, do the jeans go on cold wash or normal?
I'll put it on cold wash. That'll be fine. Thanks. I changed my mind already, and I just put all of the soup bones into regular water because I didn't want to risk getting my broth too fatty right off the bat. So I actually have it in here. I have my heat turned on to medium. I'm just going to let that cook away all day long. Hopefully by tonight that is just all nice and soft and ready to come off the bone. Because I don't always plan things out very well, what are you doing? Okay. I'm not showing everybody what you're doing.
Just trying to distract you.
I know, you're doing a good job. Okay, but since I don't always plan things out well as far as when I'm going to tackle different projects, I seem to tackle them at kind of the worst possible time, like when I'm going to be the busiest. We just decided 4 nights ago that we were going to go to straight underwear with Joseph at night. He's been potty trained for years, daytime for both pee and poop, but he's still been wearing a good night to bed, and pretty much I'd say 95 or 98% of the time it's wet in the morning. And I just thought, you know what, I think if we just go straight to underwear and just kind of did the whole, you know, you don't want to pee on your penguin sheets and that maybe he would just be like, oh, okay, I don't pee in my underwear during the day, so I'm not going to pee in my underwear at night. Because I had this thought that maybe he was peeing just because he knew he could, or maybe that he was supposed to pee in the good night. I don't know. So I double waterproof mattress padded his bed. The first night, woke up, he had peed. The second morning, woke up again, he had peed. The third night, he didn't pee. So I thought, all right, we're on to something. He's kind of figured it out, that it's more comfortable to wake up dry. And then last night was the 4th night and he peed. So here I am washing his sheets yet again, which includes a fitted sheet, 2 mattress pads, and then of course his blankets have to be washed, and his pajamas and his underwear. So I'm trying to keep up with that and just put the same sheets and mattress pads on every single day so we don't have this backlog of stinky pee sheets, because that does not want to come out very well. And also in an effort to make sure that everything is ready to go for when Amber and I leave. I really don't want to leave Warren with a whole bunch of dirty clothes. I'd like everyone to have plenty of things to get through because we're going to be gone for like 5 days. I really wanted to make sure that we got, no, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yes, we're going to be gone for 5 days. So I wanted to make sure that there was plenty of laundry to get everybody through so that he didn't have to do laundry if things were busy and he just didn't have time to do it. Here I've got all my stacks going. I've got another load in the dryer. Emily actually got this load going over here in the washer, and I'm gonna go back and make Joe's bed right now. All right, as embarrassing as this might be to show you guys the little kid's bedroom here, I was just gonna come back, quick make Joe's bed. I thought, you know, it's gonna take me 5 minutes to get those sheets on, throw his blankets on, put the pillow in place for him for tonight, and this is what I come upon. The mattress, they've got pillows jammed underneath. It appears that Peter and Maria were trying to make some kind of fort. So they took all the toys that were under the bed, which is like the Legos. Well, it's supposed to be just Legos. Pulled it all out, so now I guess, I don't know. So now the question is, do I drag them in from outside to clean this up on their own and then have to like manage it the whole time, or do I just do it by myself? And I probably can get this done in like 10 minutes. I feel like they should do it, but I think I'm gonna just do it because I want it done, and I want it done well, and I want it done fast. So yeah, that's just mom life.
Junk.
You could bring a garbage, maybe a bigger garbage bag would be
Maria's
good.
bed's not here, then there's gonna be even more room to put junk out.
So I'm grabbing Amber here, and she's gonna help me out with some of this because, yeah, she's thrilled.
Can I pick what I put in the trash?
No. And there it is, everything all picked up. We got everything dug out from underneath the beds, just her little baby strollers under here. For those of you who have asked in the past how we do bedrooms, currently Sam has his own room since Nick has moved out. Emily and Amber share a room, but Emily is actually moving out on Monday to her own apartment now. So Amber will be left with some room in her bedroom. And so currently, I have Peter is up there, and then Joseph, and then Maria is in this very, very small bedroom. And so Maria is actually going to move in with Amber, and that's going to free up this space right here. And then the like turquoise totes, those are actually Maria's toys, so we'll move those. I'm thinking of getting, for in the bedroom, I'm thinking of getting just a square one of these. I got this at Walmart. It's a Better Homes and Gardens. Anyways, I saw that they had square ones as well. I'm going to get a square one, and I have an extra tote right down there. So we're just going to put that into the girls' room, and Maria can have her toys in there. Today, I did not clean. All we did was tidy up and put away, so I didn't take everything off in dust. I did not take everything off the dresser in dust. There's Maria's wall of all her pictures that she tapes up, and so yeah, this is my little pile of stuff I still have to put away. You know, we found rocks and toothpaste and a gift bag and all kinds of things tucked away underneath the beds in here. I am super pleased with the way we got this all tidied up. Amber helped me pretty much with the whole entire thing without much complaining, because she actually kind of, I think, secretly likes to get things tidied up. I have to go check on my meat. I've got a whole bunch of meat cooking right now. Not only the beef soup bones, but I also got in 4 pounds of venison burger because I thought I would make a pot of chili and then also some taco meat. And I don't know if we're going to eat that in these next, in this next like day or two that we're home before we leave for DC, or if I'm going to save that stuff for Warren to feed everybody when we're there. I don't really know. And I know I have to do reading with Joseph yet. And I think Amber and I have to do some religion. She has to do some discussion questions, so we're going to get going on that. Just know that my mind is just swimming right now with so many things. Wedding and DC trip and school, and we have to get these portfolios done. You know, I have lots of video showing what we do for school, but we really need to have some hard copies for Sam and Joseph and Peter because they go, as you know, I've mentioned in the past, they go to like this virtual program. This year, they want us to keep some portfolios, and I don't know if they mentioned it at the beginning and I just wasn't paying attention or what, but here we are. We're just 2 weeks out to our conference date and we need to get some portfolios going. So that's on my mind. And then also I start teaching a homeschool cooking class next week, Tuesday. And I have a lot going in my head, not a whole lot on paper, and I haven't actually ever seen the kitchen and I don't know the budget. So I am just... I can do this. We'll just make it all work. So I decided that I'm going to make the chili for Warren and the kids while we're gone, and then I'm going to turn the other half of the meat into taco meat for tonight. Everyone just, when I mention tacos, they're all like, can we have that tonight? So I thought, you know what, let's go with it. And so in an effort to make this really simple for Warren, I'm just going to put all the ingredients right into this crock here. I'm going to keep this in the fridge. Whatever day that they want to eat chili, all they're going to have to do, they'll just put this on low in the morning and they can have it for lunch or for supper, really whenever it ends up getting hot enough for them. I'm also going to boil up elbow macaroni, and I'll just have that in like a little Tupperware container because I don't like to put the noodles in and let it sit because the noodles sometimes start to get really big and kind of mealy or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do just to keep it real easy for him. He totally can manage on his own, but I just know how it gets when everybody is hungry and you realize that you forgot to thaw the meat or whatever, and there you are going, okay, I guess we're having cereal and graham crackers for supper. Here is what my beef soup bones are looking like. I thought this was going to take a lot longer to cook up, but it's 4 o'clock and they are already falling off the bone. The meat is all very tender. I think I'm going to take these out and put them on a cookie sheet and just let them cool for a little while so I can pick the meat off the bones, and then I will be ready to throw it into soup over here that's just waiting. I have a bag of frozen cranberries here, so I thought that I would make up some just cranberry nut muffins. Look at me.
Well,
your mouth is full.
well,
What are you eating?
nuts.
You're eating peanuts?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
What's going on? What?
Nothing. I was just out in the shop working on the dirt bike.
Oh, what was wrong with it?
Nothing. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of how to adjust the levers, like the clutch and the shifters and the brakes, to like fit your body. So I just went out there, put the dirt bike in the shop. The battery was dead, so I took all the plastics off and took the battery off and put that on the charger. And then I readjusted the clutch to my finger length. I adjusted the brake, I adjusted the throttle tension.
Wow.
And I adjusted the shifter. So.
Okay. Well, we're getting the kind of weather that you can actually drive it.
Yeah.
I mean, for winter.
Yeah, it's January, and this never happens in Wisconsin in January.
No. You smell like you've been in the shop. Why don't you go in the bathroom and wash up instead of in the kitchen?
I kind of dumped some gas in.
Yeah, that's what it smells like. Okay, go clean things up.
You're baking.
I'm baking up some cranberry muffins.
No.
Yes, cranberry.
No.
That's what it is this time.
Excuse me.
You go wash your hands first and turn off your show if you're going to help.
I go.
Are they clean?
Yeah.
Okay, come over here.
What?
Put the nutmeg in. Don't get pushy with me though, okay? Put it in there.
Ow.
Stop. Put that in. Now we need a half teaspoon of baking soda, ginger,
Baking soda.
and ginger.
No.
Okay. There you go. Here you go. There you go.
No. 왜 깍지나? 내려 dragon.
Take that in. Put that in.
My time. I did good. Bumper. Bumper. Ow! I do.
Gonna mix it up. Okay.
Okay.
We're making a huge mess here today.
Huge one. I have a crack. Who is baby? Egg. Babies. And baby. Babies.
Okay. Turn it on. A tablespoon of vanilla.
Put it in.
No. Let's see. Oh no. You put some chocolate chips in our muffins, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys just saw that. I went away to find the pecans and Joseph just started to dump in some chocolate chips. I caught him. I caught you because we didn't want chocolate chips in our muffins. And then I could not find pecans, but I do have some ground pecans here from a Christmas cookie that I made that I have actually chopped up with some dried cranberries. So I'm just going to pour this in for the nuts today and call it good. The rice is on and we are just waiting to have supper. Emily's over here getting ready. She's got the big move coming on Monday.
Yep.
So she's copying frantically. She's copying down recipes. Tell me what you said again.
I'm only 2 recipes in and my hand is already
Cramping up.
This isn't good.
No. So all right, Peter, you have to read to me. They're over here looking at pictures. Peter, I've got the book. Yep, you need to read something that's new and fresh.
But it's not even fall.
That's okay. Alrighty, let's go. You sit up here next to me. Can you read the title?
Bacon.
Oh, look, it's you and Joe.
That's Peter.
Oh, it's me. It's me.
The towel.
Oh.
That's Peter.
Joe.
It's me.
Out.
Yeah.
Out.
It is good to have something to do. Oh, look.
Peter.
Two
What's it?
here
Oh, it's Dad. It's me and Dad.
It
with the S on the end.
is.
Say it and then put a S on the end. Say it.
Is. It is.
Just put the S on the end. It's called a contraction. It's.
It's. A.
Uh-huh.
Funny
Friend.
friend.
A friend.
I guess. She wants you.
Good morning. It is Tuesday morning now, and tomorrow is the day that Amber and I leave, and I had thought that I was going to check in with you guys really early because the plan was to get up early and start getting a whole bunch of things knocked off on my list before we had to start school. But Warren and I were just kind of hanging out. We had gotten up actually before everybody else, which rarely do we get 2 minutes alone in the morning because everybody just gets up as soon as we get up. But anyways, this morning they weren't all up, and so we were just going to have a cup of coffee together, and I'm actually reading aloud my Antonia, and so I'm not sure if you guys ever do that, but that's just something that we kind of enjoy doing. Is we'll have a book and I'll read, and then it's kind of fun to just kind of talk about it together. We're working through the book My Antonia right now. We were going to try to read a chapter this morning, and then we heard some loud pipes, and Nick ended up showing up, so that was kind of fun. 7 o'clock this morning he pulls in, and he was here because he needed to get his good morning. He was here because he needed to get his books for school. He had to order his books, and so how we work college is they pay for first semester, we pay for second semester, and that's working out great so far. And so it's second semester, so it's our turn to pay. And so he was over here so he could log on to my Amazon account and order books. We do the Amazon rental for everything possible, and then he just orders used books for the rest of it to save a whole lot of money. So he ended up getting, just for anyone that is getting into that college time, let me just tell you, he ended up getting 5 textbooks for college for a total of, it was under $200. I'll put a little thing, a little ticker along the bottom here when I go back and check the checking account.
Me.
Excuse you, what do you need?
Oh, well, I bet, Peter, me.
Yep, Peter, and you, and there's Maria.
Joe.
Yep, and Joe, and there's me over there too.
Joe.
All right,
and
so
Peter.
here is what's happening then today. I am sitting at Sam's school desk right now, and I'm going to get things filled out in his planner. I filled out for yesterday, but I did not get anything for the rest of the week. So I'm going to fill out for Tuesday. Wednesday he goes off to his Wednesday school virtual program, and then Thursday he'll have school, and then Friday he'll have school. And I want to get this all written out because I am going to be gone. Do you have a cold? Since I am going to be gone on Thursday and Friday, I need to get this written out now so that it's all ready for him. So here is everything written out for Sam. What I do is just keep a little notebook, and we just write it out a week at a time or a day at a time, really kind of whatever is working for the chapter in life that we're in. And here we go. This is just to give you a quick peek. Joseph, shh. So just to give you a quick peek at how I do this, I just kind of number 1 to 5 or 1 to 7 or 1 to whatever, depending on how busy our day is. And then I write down what he's doing. So today you can see just a minute, please. Today you can see he has to do 2 math lessons. That's in teaching textbooks. 2 chapters. That's our, he knows that is from the book Frightful's Mountain that he is reading. He has to do about 30 to 45 minutes of science, and he's doing, what is he doing? And for science, he's doing time for learning. That's online, and he basically does a lesson and then an activity and a quiz pretty much about every day is how that works out. Spelling, we are still working through all about spelling because he needs a lot of practice in spelling. Then I have down violin. He has to empty the garage garbage and then also read chapter 23 in Catholic World Culture. So that's his day. I pretty much, you need a tissue?
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me while we get a tissue for Joseph. There you go. All right, so this does not often happen where everybody just jumps up to the table here right away in the morning. I mean, I say right away in the morning. It is actually 9 o'clock already, but you know, with Nick coming over and us all sitting around visiting and sharing stories and all of that, it just took a little bit longer to get going. I see Maria, you're still in your PJs. Shh, don't tell anyone, huh? All right, so even though I don't even think that we have our teeth brushed.
When I look like a bunny.
You look like a bunny.
Well,
Did anybody brush their teeth yet?
No.
Well,
Joseph, did you brush your teeth yet?
yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Maria says no. How about you, Peter?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either. But since everybody is sitting here, we're gonna just get moving here with some school. We're gonna do science first, okay? So we're not gonna do math today.
And me and Peter have been decorating the page on
You guys want to do math, but we're gonna do science because we didn't do that yesterday, but we did a lot of math yesterday. So let's do science here today, and then we're gonna do some reading.
this page.
Not a page. Good for digestion.
What's good for digestion?
This or simply
I put the
inspired green powder. It's good for
Alright.
digestion. Let's see here. It says delicious natural flavor.
I just saw you almost throwing up.
I did that burp before you throw up. I did that. Yes. Well, usually it has like.
Okay, so show me again. So Amber, she's always one to give new health fads or trends a try. And
It's
so
not
here
really
we
a
go.
trend. I just saw this one.
Sure.
I follow this one person on Instagram. She's like a big CrossFit athlete, and she takes this every morning. Not necessarily this brand, but she takes this like green. It gets like your daily vegetables. I think it's up to
Let me see.
2 times your daily vegetables in
Okay.
one serving. It's just a way to make sure you always get it. It's also really good for the immune system, for skin. It's really good for skin.
All right.
Yeah. Just a new thing that I'm gonna try every morning.
Every morning. Okay.
morning.
So today was day 1. All right. So we're in the kitchen and we are going to melt that ice cube. So let's put the griddle out.
No, why are you in PJs still?
Nope. Yep. Peter, you want to get the griddle?
I'm gonna ask because it makes sense.
Do you want to get the griddle out?
The grill.
Right down there.
Amber.
My.
And we're going to take this off.
And then right here.
Yep. Pull it out.
Oh, I found greasy. And heavy. And I said to Mom, don't tell Mom. Don't tell
Can you get it? Can you put it up there?
I almost threw up. What? I was chugging.
Emily.
Yeah?
All right. Well, let's crank that up to high and let's put an ice cube on and see what happens.
I can't get
I just started the tractor. Everyone will likely have to be doing that today.
What are you guys doing?
Putting round bale in and watering the horses.
I see. Okay, we can't put plastic on there though. Okay, so we're gonna turn this on. Nice high. Okay, throw your ice cube on there.
The forks are already on the tractor.
Awesome. So we are going to, oh, it already started to melt. So we're gonna learn about melting. Look at how fast it's melting.
Stuff done that you need to get done.
Look at how fast it's melting.
See, honestly.
What happens, Peter, after it melts?
It's a liquid.
It is a liquid, but then what's going to happen?
It's gonna melt.
Right, but is it eventually going to turn into a gas?
Yeah.
It will turn into a gas. Do you know what that's called when it turns into a gas? Water vapor. So when it gets hot enough, then we're going to watch some, and it's going to kind of look like steam coming off, right? And it's turning.
Is this still cold?
Yes. But don't touch the water because I have it on high. All right, well, let's keep watching and see what happens.
Watching it turn into water vapor.
Yes, so it's starting to boil and we've got water vapor. So we have the 3 states of matter.
Put another.
We are just a house full of new products here today. So Sam's going to show us what he bought.
This Suave Men's styling paste. It's literally just like a paste
It's a paste
that you put on your fingers. Oh,
you put in your hair and make it look all cool and
That's all I have to do for today.
no. I just had put in history. I'll come and write yours up in a second. You have a nice hat. Is Sam going to put some in your hair too?
You got some
Look at
really
that.
crazy hair, Peter. Today.
Yeah, he needs a haircut.
It's really hard to control.
Good job.
And Joseph here, you got on Peter's shirt again, don't you?
Here, look at me.
Always stealing Peter's
Yeah, it's good
clothes.
enough.
Okay,
But Joe, you want some?
Yeah,
Of course he does.
of course.
Sam got a haircut last night,
Yeah, what do you guys
so
think
he's
of it?
got.
Comment down below what you guys think of my hair.
Course.
Joe, look
You're
up.
funny. And here's Joe.
Sugar.
Joe, you
Look
got
at
like
you.
really stiff hair. It's like wires.
It's gone. Turn it off then.
there.
Turn it
I'm
off.
gonna put one more.
Nope, turn it off.
One more. Ow, 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 ow.
That doesn't hurt.
Very cool hair.
I'm fakers.
All right, very cool, Joe. Let's go and do more science, okay? So as normal with just about every day, it seems like what you have, or at least for me, what I have planned doesn't always go that way. We did get science done, and actually quite a bit of it done. And then I just kind of got tied up ordering some new mattress pads because I always buy these Linen Spa waterproof mattress pads from Amazon, and I've just noticed that they're starting to get kind of weak, and so sometimes, hello Maria, she's doing dishes, and so they're starting to get kind of weak. So I spent a little time looking into some different mattress pads, and anyways, I ordered a different brand. I'll link to the ones that I ordered this time. I'll link to those in the description box below in case you are in the need for some waterproof mattress pads. And here quickly is the soup that I put together yesterday. So this is actually all that yummy broth from making that onion venison au jus. And what I did is I kind of watered it down a little bit, added a whole bunch of carrots and potatoes, and then I cooked all those soup bones up. And I got just an amazing amount of meat off of those soup bones. I was really, really surprised. So last night you can see it in there. I didn't even have to shred it. I just sort of pushed it with my fingers and it fell apart. And that's all in here. I'm going to get this going for lunch here today. I'm going to boil up some noodles to go with it. I have 50 minutes to make this happen before lunch. Continuing to try to get everything done here before tomorrow. I have this giant pile of laundry to put away here. I'm waiting on Joe's sheets to come through because of course he peed again, but right now we are one night for 5 that he was dry. So I guess that's putting us at about 80% wet, which is a whole lot better than what he was doing before. But now I'm kind of torn if we're going to continue this while I'm gone, or if Warren should just go back to doing good nights so that there isn't so much laundry to have to manage in between everything else. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do. And actually, I only have one more load to do today, which is a load of towels. And then I think tomorrow I'm going to have to just whatever's left is left, because I think between packing and trying to get school going and just whatever, I think Amber and I have to go and buy snacks for the bus ride still. So I think we're going to have a pretty full day tomorrow doing all of that runaround kind of stuff. So I don't think I'm going to get any more laundry done. And on top of that, I just went to check on Joe's sheets, and the washing machine had stopped, but when I pulled everything out, it was actually all wet still. I mean, it's supposed to be wet because it was in the washing machine, but I mean dripping wet. So I hope that's not a sign that something's going on with the washing machine right now, because that also would not be too good. So let's get all this laundry put away, and then I can kind of move on to something else. I don't really know what it's going to be. Maybe I will try to pack up today. I just don't know. Alright, so I got all the drawers full of clean clothes. That's a good thing. Joe's here with me, and he's going to read.
I don't want it.
You don't want to?
No.
I didn't think so. This is going to be a little bit harder book. Today he's going to be reading... Here, no. Today he's going to be reading... Dear Dragon Helps Out. It's going to be a little bit harder book because this book has 90 different words in it, and usually we've been sticking to around 75 or so, but I thought we're going to just... Okay, shh. But I thought we're just going to jump into it here today and see what we can do. So let's start it up, Joe.
No. Dear Dragon Helps Too.
That word is not to, it's out. O-U-T is out.
Out.
Let's take the hat off while we do reading, okay?
Dear Dragon Helps Out.
Nice try, buddy. You can't skip to page 4. You have to start right at the beginning. There you go.
Mother.
You have to talk loud so I can hear you.
Mother. Have something to do.
Keep reading. There's another sentence. There's another sentence.
You.
There's another sentence right here. You have to read that sentence. Actually, it's a question.
Can I do? That is not good. It is good to have something to do.
Good morning. Today is the day that we leave for DC in just about 7 hours. And so since I am who I am, I seem to always be putting everything off to the last minute. I still have not packed. We were kind of checking the weather. It looks like it's going to be rainy in DC, at least maybe during the time that we're there. And if anything, rainy on our way. So we need to get a couple packable umbrellas. I'm just going to run into Aldi here, pick up some snacks. Last year when Amber went to the March for Life, I packed her just a ton of snacks. She went all by herself, didn't know anybody that was going on the trip, and so I thought, you know what, snacks might just make the trip. Funny story though, I had gotten her a couple of these bottles of like carbonated water, and they sort of got jostled around on the ride, and she was not having a good time at all because she was just feeling pretty lonely at the beginning for like the first so many hours of the trip. So she opens up a bottle of this carbonated water that I had gotten her, and after jostling around on the bus for a few hours, it had kind of like shook up and it just exploded all over. So now she's covered, and her bag was covered, and everything was covered in this like fizzy water stuff. So this year she requested just straight water, no fizzy water. So I'm gonna have to make a note when I get in to pass by that kind of stuff. So here we go. Let's just get some snacks and see what else we can find for the trip. Amber has made up a nice list for me of all the different snacks that she was hoping that I could pick up, so you can see it here. Raw almonds, protein bars, white cheddar, cheesy crackers, some kind of fruit. I was thinking maybe some grapes and cuties to take along. Stuff to make trail mix, some pretzel M&Ms, possibly some jerky if I can find it, umbrellas, water. Warren has requested some fish sticks for Friday. He was listening to Relevant Radio and they were suggesting that people do a fast for the March for Life attendance as well as the Cause of Life. So he mentioned that he would like to do that on Friday and was hoping to have some sort of just simple fish that the kids would like for supper that night, along with maybe just a small side of macaroni and cheese. He also mentioned to me that I'm thinking way too much about food for them while I'm gone and that I need to just knock it off basically. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I told him I'd pick him up some things because I did notice that we're short on milk and fruit. So I'm gonna pick him up some of that. He asked for the fish sticks and then we're gonna call it good, and they're just gonna be on their own with the chili, and I did make a few other things, but he said, don't worry about them. They're gonna be just fine. And if they want something, they will just go and pick it up. So that's what we're gonna do. So here's what my cart is looking like. I was kind of tickled to find these salads here at Aldi. So I got one for me and one for Amber. That's gonna be nice because since we're leaving around 4:30 or so, you know, it'll be nice to have some kind of supper as we're traveling. Here I got this one with the fruit and cheese for Amber, and then I picked up this veggie with the ranch dip for myself. So I got these mini cucumbers. I've never bought these before. Some fruit snacks because the kids at home are gonna love that. I picked up a couple of these trail mixes here. I thought those would be kind of nice. Sticking to trying to stick to my low carb way of eating, which I've been failing at miserably for the last couple of months here. But anyway, here I picked up some of this classic chicken salad. I thought I could eat that with the cucumbers, as that could be kind of like my dip. Picked up some of these little smoked sticks. I got some jerky in there. Amber had requested some of these. These are kind of like a Cliff Bar, I think. Is that what it says on here? Right. We have made some homemade ones in the past, but I just didn't have time today, so I picked up a couple boxes of those for her. And now we're going to head off to Walmart. Time is ticking away, but I just wanted to show you guys, since it's going to be raining, or at least they're calling for rain, I picked up a couple of these. These are only $3 for a basic umbrella, so I hope that those work out pretty well. Amber had asked for pretzel M&Ms, but they are completely out, and she said they don't know when they're going to be getting them in because they've been out for a long time. So we got her some peanut butter M&Ms. This was another one of Amber's requests, was rather than taking along good water bottles with a chance of losing them or them, you know, whatever, she just said, why don't we just get one of these things of water bottles, and then these are refillable and they have the nice snap top, so we can just keep refilling those as we stop along the way. And then I also, this is kind of a special treat for her. She loves these one bars, and they're kind of expensive. I really don't even know what's all that special about them. I'm also picking up some of these Dove dark chocolate hearts and then the Reese's peanut butter hearts because I know they're going to sell out quick, and I really want to make my peanut blossoms, the ones I made at Christmas time in the 300 plus cookie recipe video. I really want to make those. And there was a couple viewers that mentioned something about that they like to put hearts on them at Valentine's Day, and I thought what a fun treat that would be.
Okay, my old friend.
It's totally crunch time. It is 1:32 and we have to leave at 2:25. Amber is, actually Amber and Emily are quickly making up some zucchini muffins because I thawed zucchini and then just did not have time yesterday to make the muffins. So they're going to try to get those going here quick before we leave. I am gathering up some snacks, trying to decide what I'm going to actually take for on the ride home, because we want to have, you know, some stuff for our hotel room. So I think I overbought because Amber already took everything she wants.
Well, that's good. I could use some snacks this weekend. And,
yeah.
And I mean, you know.
Right. So Emily is thrilled. All the little kids are going to be thrilled because there'll be lots of extra snacks. So Amber, you didn't want to take any of these juices?
No, just because I'm going to drink my water, and I think they hand out juices on the bus.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll probably put a couple in my bag because I have plenty of space. I didn't bring much for clothes, so. All right, so we're getting ready to go. We're saying goodbye to everybody. Excited?
Yeah. I know that'll be up in
Hey, can I have a hug? Yeah. All right. Okay, bye. Keep an eye on Mom.
Bye.